My name is Dean Burnett. I live in Warren. I've been here at the Townsend Hotel for 29 years since we opened the restaurant in 1988. We're working here at the Townsend, and it's just great to be in Birmingham. The hotel's been, I think, wildly more successful than they ever anticipated. You know, with our additions in the early 2000s of the rest of the hotel to make it as big as it is today. Great facility for our clientele, for our locals who love it, all the celebrity and business people who stay here. It's just amazing the level of people you get to talk to every night and their experiences, which is amazing. Some of the things they do. The level of the clientele, you know, being in town, they're such good people, and people want to be nice. They want to take care of you, as long as you can give them the service and make them feel comfortable. And I always look at it when people come in. If you just give someone a moment, just give something to remember, that little something, so the years later, when they come back in for the Dean, this is my 5th anniversary, you gave your service on our wedding night. Or for me now, Dean, this is 25 years, we stayed here on our wedding night. I've heard that hundreds and hundreds of times. Besides good service and good food, good cocktails, a lot of people can do that. But when they walk in here, we get spoiled working here. We get to walk in here every day and see the facility, all the smiling faces at the front desk. A moment that made it to the paper years ago, big boxer of the day, Mike Tyson, was really taken by our waiter and how hard he worked to serve him and making a Caesar salad. The young waiter was waiting on the big fighter, and then he gave him a $10,000 tip. We have a large mix of hotel guests who eat in the hotel and locals who've been guests of ours for many years, are coming back to try us for the first time, or a lot of repeat guests over the years. So we have I don't know the number, but it's a good combination of locals and hotel guests. Having regulars after this long here, and having people that have been around town for as long as they have and as long as I've been here, they can be a regular, and I can only see them 2 or 3 times a year. But we've been seeing each other for 15, 20, 25 years. So everybody. Well, attending bars, be able to stay here all these years is because of the level of clientele. You have guys who are great show tenders. They're flashing and all that. That's not really my style. People want the consistency, and that's what I've liked about here, and what people I feel like about me is they know I'm consistent. I don't, fly off, and one day it's this personality, the next day it's a different personality. It's just the consistency of the clientele. Like, take a busy night and figure out how many 100 drinks you make, multiply that 40 years now. That's a lot of drinks, huh? Knowing how to make drinks is a funny thing, because it's tough to remember all the drinks. I know I don't know all the drinks. And because our crowd is much more of a consistent, it's a bourbon, scotch, and great wine. We don't have that much of a young clientele. Some of the most popular things, we have a great wine list, and with being mostly a dining room instead of a bar, a lot of good wine by the glass service. We have very extensive, we have 35, 40 glasses available by the glass, and plus our hundreds and hundreds of bottles in our wine list. But so besides the wine, it's a vodka and great single malt scotches, and then we have our rugby old fashioned, the rugby Manhattan we make. Those are probably the most popular of the drinks we make. Today we're going to make our rugby Manhattan. You get a couple dashes of Angus George bitters, a couple dashes of Fee Brothers cherry bitters, add a little Bullet Rot whiskey, 2 ounces of that, 10 scoop of ice. Is to serve it up, get a cherries, we add a little bit extra sweetness, and voila, we got a cocktail. American cuisine, we have some great fish dishes. Our dough risole we've done here for decades. People love the dough risole. The Chilean sea bass we've just added, which is an excellent dish. Our busiest times, can be any given night because of the hotel guests. You just never know. You might have 12 reservations and you'll have 50 walk-ins. Because the hotel guests decide to stay in, you got a party of 8 businessmen who decide they're going to have dinner with you. And you're always consistently full on Fridays and Saturday nights, date night. So the weekends are always consistently full. They're always trying to be receptive to what customers want, and do what you do the best you can to give them a top-notch, 5-star service. So I think we've always tried to do that, and hopefully otherwise we wouldn't be here. Good restaurants come and go. Even if they do everything right, doesn't mean people will keep coming.